Hello, this is the Provoked Prawn, and I'm here to answer the question of whether you need an XLR microphone. If you're a content creator, streamer, or just someone looking to upgrade the audio quality of their videos or audio, then you might have asked yourself whether you need to spend a load of money on an XLR microphone and whether that's necessary or whether you can just get away with using a USB mic. So in this video, I want to talk to you about the reasons why XLR is better and the reasons why it's really expensive and potentially is a good upgrade, but also maybe you could get away with a USB microphone if you have the right one, and the sort of complications that come along with it, and also my thoughts and my opinion on why I think XLR is really important and it is the best. Now, I upgraded to an XLR microphone a few years ago, and it's made a big difference to the audio quality of my videos. It's made my life a lot easier in terms of audio editing, and it makes the overall sound of my videos a lot nicer. I think people believe it sounds richer, and perhaps some people even watch my videos just for the sound of my voice through the XLR microphones that I use. I've been using the Shure SM7B for quite some time. That's over here on the boom arm still. You can see it there. And that delivers a really good quality sound. This is the Logitech Blue Sona. So this is a Blue Sona microphone, and as you can hear, fantastic audio. One thing of note though is it is really expensive. This is £300 and upwards, about the same in dollars, so it's really expensive. And you'll also require an XLR cable, an XLR interface, and also ideally a boom arm. I've got it in my hand at the moment, and you wouldn't normally use it like this. I just wanted to demonstrate a few things about it. It is a really good quality microphone. It has its own built-in shock mount system. It's got two capsules for eliminating noise, so it actually focuses on your voice, and uses one behind to eliminate a lot of the background noise. I have a window open over there. I have car noise over here that usually is a problem. This microphone does a really good job of eliminating it. But for comparison's sake, I think it's important to show other things. So just for a second, we're going to pull in the HyperX Quadcast. So this is the HyperX Quadcast. This is the Quadcast S, which, as you can see, looks pretty nice. You will see that sometimes it disappears because I've got a green screen filter on, so there's nothing wrong with the RGB lighting. It's just the way that's working at the moment. This is a really nice microphone. It's affordable. It's a USB microphone, so it's really easy to use. Plug and play. I've done a video separately on how to make this mic sound good. There are various things that you can do to optimize the sound, one of which is obviously to get it on a boom arm, get it close to your mouth, turn the gain down, and there are other things that you can do in software settings and other things, bits of programs that you can download. NVIDIA Broadcast, for example, will make it sound a lot better. As you can hear, it doesn't sound quite as rich as the Blue Sona. The other thing about a microphone like this is it doesn't eliminate quite as much background noise, and it can be a bit of a faff to get sounding right, but it does look the part. It is a really nice looking microphone. Also, you can see it has its own built-in shock mount. It has a pop filter. It has touch to mute capabilities and other things. And it is a really good mic, and it's really affordable for what it is, so it's worth looking at. But the thing about XLR is it not only has a rich sound to it, so this is a much more broadcast quality sound, but it also opens up a world of possibilities. Given the right bit of hardware, you can also pull in a lot of different audio sources, which makes it perfect for streaming purposes. And one of the things that you can use, for example, is this Wave XLR from Elgato, which is a reasonably affordable interface, a small little thing, which basically only has one dial on the front with various different controls, and it isn't terribly terrifying. All the controls are done at software level, which allows for audio routing of various different channels, so you can use your microphone, but also game audio, Discord audio from your friends, for example, music audio from Spotify and things like that. You can route it all in, you can set the levels as to what you want, you can choose what sound goes to where, whether it's just going to your headphones or to your stream. Then that opens up a lot more possibilities and makes life a lot easier than you'd usually get with most USB microphones. I will say most, because you do have the option of Elgato's Wave 3, for example. That USB microphone comes with that same sort of software that allows for those controls, but for the most part, USB microphones don't allow as much control with the interface as you get from an XLR mic. So if you're a streamer, an XLR microphone is a must, in my opinion. It is a much better option. The Wave 3 is a good mic, and it does have some good software, but it doesn't sound as good as this microphone does. This mic and the Shure SM7B and some other XLR microphones that I reviewed in the past deliver a really good quality sound. That's the good point. That is one of the good points. The bad points are, I think, that it isn't terribly user-friendly. If you're a beginner and an inexperienced user, then what you might find is it's quite intimidating. A lot of people recommend Go XLR or Go XLR Mini as an option to get into an XLR microphone because it's a sort of affordable interface, it's semi-affordable, and it gives you that tweakability. So you have the option to have multiple different audio sources pulled in and then routed through into one single output that you can then send to your stream or to recordings or whatever you're doing. And that gives you a flexibility to then tweak around with the sound. Then don't get me wrong, that's a great interface. The XLR, Go XLR Mini are great. I started with the Go XLR Mini. I upgraded from that to the full-size one, which is a fantastic bit of kit and really good for a variety of different XLR microphones. I'm now on a Rodecaster Pro 2, which is even better, and that has inputs for 4 different XLR microphones. So if you're looking to podcast, for example, and have multiple people, you can do that. You could have 4 different people all on the same unit, different microphones even, or the same XLR microphones, and route the audio in. But that's not the point. The point is that these things are actually quite complicated. When I first started using the Go XLR Mini, it was really difficult. It was not as simple as just plugging in a Shure SM7B into a Go XLR and then away you go with great sound. It took me ages to customize the sound to eliminate surrounding noise, like background noise, while also still sounding rich. You have to tweak various different settings in noise gate, compressor, and other things, all adjusting all levels on things you probably don't understand. There's thresholds, gates, compressors, attenuations, attacks and release settings, ratios. And if you're not a sound engineer, those things sound intimidating, and they're also a pain to adjust and get right. And there are other problems as well. It becomes a technical headache, whereas a USB microphone is a lot easier. So I will say that if you get frustrated really easy and find it difficult to learn new things, or you just get frustrated with not being able to get something right, which I personally do, then an XLR microphone is a bit of a challenge, and it's really annoying. However, there are people out there with really good detailed guides on the Go XLR. I've done one with some of the settings that you could use. I try and do it with each microphone that I use as well to show what you could do to set it up. But it does vary from person to person, from room to room. If you have a quite noisy room, or if you are really loud on your microphone and you shout, you don't talk quite as quietly as I do, or as sort of clearly, or maybe the other way, you like to whisper into your microphone, so you need to turn the gain up and tweak things there. You know, it can vary, so it can be difficult to set up. You can go off other people's settings, but then you still have to do a lot of tweaking to get it right, so it can be really tricky. But when you do get it right, it makes a real difference. The sound quality is a lot better, and that's what I wanted to get to. That's the point I'm getting to here is, yes, I think personally, for a YouTuber or a streamer, an XLR microphone is a really important upgrade. It's worth the money. It costs a lot of money, don't get me wrong. It does cost a lot of money to upgrade. They're expensive. The mics themselves are expensive, and then you need a good quality boom arm, and then you need a good interface, and you need to spend the time and the research to get the sound right and to tweak all those settings to get it sounding good. And that can be a pain, and it can take a while, and it can cost a lot of money. But then you've got a really good quality, and if people are watching your videos and you've already got good quality video, if you then have a really good quality voiceover, or you've got really good quality sound with it, it really makes a big difference, I think. If you have a really good video and then you have terrible sound, whereas just constant background noise or clipping and other issues where the sound is not that great, then it's going to ruin it for everybody and they're going to click off. So at the end of the day, I think it's worth upgrading. This is one of the best I've tried. The Shure SM7B is another one. They're very expensive, but you can get slightly more affordable XLR microphones that still deliver a great sound. I'll leave links in the description to other videos I've done on XLR mics that I really rate highly, and also to the interfaces that I've talked about, show a bit more about that, and also to my favorite USB mics. If you've got a smaller budget and you want a plug and play thing that isn't going to be a hassle, then check those out as well. This has been the Provoked Prawn. Hope you found this video useful. Smash that like button if you did. Hit me subscribe if you haven't already. Check out Discord and the description to come and say hello. And thanks for watching. This has been the Provoked Prawn. Hope you found this video useful, interesting, hilarious, or otherwise. Take a look at these other videos that I think you might find interesting as well. And have a look at the description for links and other information you might find useful. Click that join button to see the benefits of being a member of my YouTube channel. And most importantly, have a great life.